Alright, so here's my audience. Okay, thank you, you're going to record. So for this talk, I'm going to be talking about why we as Christians should support Christian food chains, and for the purpose of this video, we're going to be talking about Chick-fil-A. So many people know of Chick-fil-A and of its biblical values, but not everyone knows exactly what makes Chick-fil-A a Christian establishment. So for example, did you know that during training and management, Chick-fil-A, they have meetings to where they have group prayer that everyone is expected to attend in. See, Chick-fil-A's owners are devout Christians and expect all their workers to share their Christian values. Workers don't need to be Christian, but they're expected to kind of show those Christian values and, like I said, be willing to participate in the group prayers during training and management meetings. So for the duration of this TED Talk, I'm going to be talking and speaking on the many ways Chick-fil-A isn't ashamed of its beliefs and why we should support them. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the restaurant being closed on Sundays. Chick-fil-A is known for being closed on Sundays, and it's a tradition that dates back to the founder Truett Cathy's original restaurant, the Dwarf Grill, which closed on Sundays because the diner was open about 24 hours a day, and he wanted to give his team a day off to rest and worship if they chose to, much like he and his family would be. There's even a popular Christian comedian named Tim Hawkins, who I used to watch in middle school. One of the times I was scrolling through his videos, I came across a song he wrote about Chick-fil-A, and he even incorporated some humor about the store being closed on Sundays. I actually have that video, just a short segment of it to play.
Oh, fun.
Suddenly, I need waffle fries in front of me, with some nuggets and a large sweet tea. Oh, Chick-fil-A, you set me free. Kids, get in the van so we can go there today. But their stores are closed, oh I know, 'cause it's Sunday.
Bummer.
Alright, so as you saw, Tim had some funny things to say about Chick-fil-A, some of the popular things about Chick-fil-A, and even being closed on Sundays. And yes, while being closed on Sundays can be annoying for us, it's actually quite admirable if you think about it. So just think about all the people that would come in on a Sunday after church or for lunch, dinner, anything like that. Think about all the income Chick-fil-A would receive just by opening up their stores on Sundays. So by choosing to rest on the Sabbath instead of opening for an extra day for a more amount of income, they are being true examples of what a voluntary slave looks like, and while standing firm in their faith. So before I go on to this next example, I'm going to get some feedback from you, the audience. So when I say the word Jesus, when I say the name Jesus, what are some words that come to mind? Some descriptive words that come to mind when I say Jesus? Everyone, come on.
Savior.
Savior.
Abba.
Lord.
Servant.
Father.
King.
Leader.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, we'll
So
go ahead and stop right. We'll go ahead and stop right there.
Good.
I'm gonna focus on two of the words that y'all said. It's gonna be servant and leader. So remember those two words, servant and leader, during this next example. So with keeping that in mind, the next example we're going to talk about is actually located at the Chick-fil-A headquarters. You'll find there that they have a statue of Jesus. Emma Green, author of the article, Chick-fil-A Selling Chicken with the Side of God, says that it's about a 3 to 4 foot tall statue that depicts Jesus washing the feet of a disciple. A true symbol of a servant leadership. See, there's those two words again, servant and leadership. This is what Chick-fil-A wants their stores and workers to be seen as, symbols of servant leadership. They want their stores and their workers to be as similar as Jesus as possible, much like we all should. They also have some other religious artwork on display at the entrance of the building, such as Bible verses and crosses and other things as such. These are just more examples of how Chick-fil-A is bold in their faith. And so moving on from the beginning, going back to the founder, Truett Cathy, he has openly incorporated Christianity into his business, from putting Bible quotes on the styrofoam cups to even closing down the entire store chains on Sundays. Russ Jones, author of the article, 5 Things Christians Need to Know About Chick-fil-A, says that before Truett Cathy died, he created a contract with his children that states that the company should never go public, meaning it should never go to anyone outside of the family. See, it was his fear that transferring ownership out of the family could jeopardize the business's overtly religious mission statement, which is to glorify God by being a faithful steward to all that is entrusted to us, and also to have a positive influence on all who come in contact with Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A is a business founded on godly principle, who even when challenged by the secular world, stand firm in their faith. We as Christians need to support our fellow Christians in all of their godly endeavors, especially those standing firm in the face of adversity. And that's why it's so important to continue to support restaurants and food chains like Chick-fil-A. Thank you.
Yay!